Hello everyone. As the final week and the last few days of the semester are upon us, I just want to take a moment to describe the final project and how to set it up. Okay, so as we look in lesson 16, our final project, we've got the rubric and directions outlined here. So basically you're going to be creating your own website using Weebly.com. And on your website you're going to want to include each item here in the rubric. Okay, so we want to go to Weebly and set up the account. So I'll go ahead and walk us through that step right now. Okay, so here we are in the Weebly starter page, and what I want to do is go to sign up. Obviously you can sign up with these, but I would recommend using your school account. And I've already signed up using my school account, so I'm going to create another one here with an email I don't really use a whole lot. Oops. Okay, so that's okay. So I've entered my information. I'm going to create my site, and it's going to walk you through some security things. So I'll go ahead and pause the video and do that, and I'll meet you back in here in a second. Okay, verified I'm not a robot, and I matched all those boats. So do I want to sell anything online? Not for this class. And now I can select a theme. Whichever one you want, really, whatever strikes your fancy there. So I do some yoga, so I'll click this yoga theme. But we're not going to keep all that stuff, so that doesn't really matter. Okay, so I'm here within the theme I selected. I'm going to go start editing. And before it really lets me in to start editing, there's this window pops up, right? Select your domain name. So what I would recommend is just to go HES209 and then your last name. Let's try that. Hit search. So they have the professional ones. Right, if I choose any of these, they're going to want me to pay for them, and for this class you won't pay for anything. So down here there's a subdomain. You see the difference is they include Weebly.com in there. So I'm going to select that one. Actually I used this one already, so I don't know if it's going to let me. Yeah, that's already unavailable. I already choose that one, so I'll choose another one just a second. So again, I would recommend using HES209 in your last name. That's probably the easiest one, but I had already used that one for a different one I've already set up using my school account. So I just put nutritionfinaldahlberg.weebly.com. So I'm going to choose that one, and this one's the free one. Okay, now I'm going to hit done, and now it's going to let me edit this stuff. So I should be able to click and type right over here. Okay, so you get the idea. And what I can do here then is, I think I want to replace this image. And you can use pictures you take. You can use some pictures available on the internet that might be appropriate for this assignment. But I'll just quick show you here that you can just pull them up from your file here. So I'm just going to drag and drop that just for an example. So again, there's going to be a little bit of a learning curve with this web page. You can adjust, right? You put filters on. You can, however you want to do that. I think the other version I had, I went right through there. So, but you can drag and drop stuff here. And then what I would recommend is, instead of using these, I'm going to click on Shop. And then I should be able to change. Here we go. I'm going to go from Build. I'm going to select Pages. And then instead of Shop, I'm going to click, right? Maybe I'm going to change this to Nutrition. Nutrition Guidelines. Okay. And then instead of About, I'm going to go back here to my rubric. And then I might call this my meal plan. Okay, and then you can see that these are changing. And then instead of updates, I might put my exercise plan. And then instead of contact, I'm going to put resources. Again, because if I look at my rubric, I'm just basically filling in some of those content areas. Okay, so it's starting to take shape. And then, all right, this is pretty blank. So it says drag elements here. So I want to go back to Build. And then, maybe I want to add some text. And then I can start typing here. All right, and then I can experiment, with different I can kind of experiment with some of those things, right? And I can perhaps highlight that, change some colors, and modify some of those things. And I can bring in other pictures. So basically, you're going to be creating your own website. And then when you're all done, right, I can publish this. And it looks good. So now it's going to want me to pay for it again, but we don't have to do that. So I'm just going to close out of that, right? Okay, so this is basically, it's asking me if I want to go to the paid version without Weebly here. So I want this one here. So again, there's some editing I have to do yet, but you kind of get the picture here. And then basically when you're all done, I'm going to copy that and then email it to me, the professor, once you've got it to a stage that you're ready to turn it in. And again, that will be, if you look at our assignment here, that's going to be due August 8th, so it's a week from tomorrow, I believe. All right, yep. Okay, again, if you have any other questions, please feel free to email me, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can.